Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today's April 28th, and that means day 118 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we're going to print out a low poly model, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 118 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're unfamiliar with the project, check out the description below. I put a fact section down at the bottom that'll give you all the details. And don't forget to check out that MatterHackers affiliate link. If you're in the market for a new printer parts, or if you just need some filament, use that MatterHackers affiliate link down in the description. It kicks a little bit back to the channel. It doesn't cost you a penny, and we really appreciate it. But for today's print, we're going low poly. So let's head over to Thingiverse and I'll show you what we decided to print for today. Then we'll tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for the print. Then we'll meet back here at the workbench and we'll talk about the print. Okay folks, so here we are at Thingiverse. Here is the low poly R2-D2 and C3PO by Flowalistic. And I'll put the link down in the description so you can download and print this one yourself. And I'm sure you're very familiar with this artist. He does some of the best low poly prints out there. And today we are actually just printing R2-D2. We'll probably print C3PO tonight. It just depends on timing. But now let's head over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for the print. Okay, so here we are in Simplify 3D and I've dropped the model down on the print bed at 200%. We're going to blow up our low poly R2-D2. So let me show you my process settings. Under layer height, we did a 0.2 millimeter layer height with 4 top layers and 3 bottom layers and 3 perimeters. We also ran a skirt at 10 millimeters from the object at only 3 outlines. For infill, I only used 15% and I did not generate any support material. For temperature, this is MatterHackers PRO PLA, so I use a single temperature of 207 throughout, and I have my 3-stage cooling system set up. Under speed, we ran this out at 45 millimeters per second, so let's hit OK, and let's hit prepare to print and I'll show you how it's sliced. And that was a real-time slice of the low poly R2-D2 at 200%. And if I play this through, you can see how it prints. And we don't have to go slow through this one. And there's a lot of bridging that goes on, a lot of hole covering, a lot of flat areas. And that's why I did 4 top layers, because I wanted to make sure ours was nice and smooth. And ours turned out pretty awesome, and I'm super happy with the results. And I can't wait to assemble him. So after this finishes up, let's head over back to the workbench and let's talk about the print. Okay, so you saw my settings in Simplify 3D, and here is the main body piece for R2-D2 in low poly, and he turned out awesome. I am really happy with the results. All the detail turned out really, really great. My gMax did such a stellar job on this. I am really happy with the way this looks. We've got our other legs, and they all turned out really great too. No problems with those at all, even the small center leg. And we actually have our 2 little pins, and I did sand these down a little bit because it is a bit of a snug fit on this. So let's go ahead and put them together. It's going to be loose fitting and I'll probably end up gluing them, but for now, let's just make sure everything fits together. So we'll slide in our pins, and then we can just kind of put the legs on, because like I said, they're pretty loose fitting, they're pretty movable. So there's, so far so good. And then the center leg, which really slides around, but there's our finished R2-D2, and he looks really, really cool. I'm definitely going to glue him so he doesn't move around so much, because it is kind of wobbly without gluing it. But he turned out pretty great, and I'm really happy with the way this looks. I'm definitely excited to print out C3PO next, because you can't have R2-D2 without C3PO. And I really have to hand it to Flowalistic. He did an amazing job with this little low poly model. It really looks cool, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And of course, this MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of tan was the perfect choice for our R2-D2. I like to go outside the box and print something a little bit different. So instead of white, I use tan. Well, that about wraps it up for day 118 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you guys found this episode interesting and informative. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you tomorrow.